And we're
Oh,
live.
I was like, should I let him do it or should I do it? And we were like, we got that. We were both thinking the exact same thing, but neither of us did it.
if you think about it, we're kind of both doing it right now. So
Yeah,
we're both think
we
alike.
we got that connection going.
We do,
Just
and we're matching this evening again.
unintentional, but yes.
Yeah, no, we like I said, we always do this. But how you doing this evening, folks? I'm JPeeps,
I'm Ace.
and tonight we welcome you to another episode of the Run and Gun Podcast, episode 14. Next week we will have a special guest joining us, one that canceled on us, not by his own fault, but because of life happens and stuff. So we've rescheduled him for next Wednesday. So Ace, get your cue cards together for questions for him. So that's going to be a fun one. You don't want to miss next weekend or next Wednesday. We'll talk a little bit about the NFL draft.
Yeah, we'll do some NFL mock draft. We'll do one. We'll just like you and me will take like 16 teams each, and we'll just roll it like that. I don't know how it's gonna go because like I really don't know how this draft is gonna go after not even one.
To be honest with you, like it's still crazy because it's so many trade scenarios that can happen. I just
I
hope.
don't think there's no trades into the top 10. Like, I want to say it was the year Fields and Jones came out. That was what, 21? There was all this talk of there's gonna be a draft day trade up into the top 10. There was no trades into the top 10 that year. After all that talk, whole day there was talks like somebody's gonna trade up into the top 10 for a quarterback or Pat Surtain or one of those guys, right? And nothing happened, right? So I'm like, the top 10 picks I think are going to be set in stone. Or like you'll see a team move inside the top 10. Like if they're already in the top 10, they'll just move up a bit. That's the most I could see happening. Not a team outside the top 10 coming in. But after pick 10, I think it's fair game for the trades.
Yeah,
Same as last year, there wasn't no trades inside the top 10. It happened how it happened. Then after pick 10, trade started.
facts, facts. Also, I'm going to talk about my visit to going to go see FAMU and Bethune play softball this past weekend too. That was interesting. That was very interesting. I was out there and I enjoyed it. Didn't like the result, but I'm gonna talk about it here in the HBCU portion of this show. But as well, always be sure to leave a comment. If you're watching on Facebook, shoot us a like. If you're watching on Twitter, uh, retweet this and then head over to
Be a
YouTube.
friend, tell a friend. If you're on Twitter, click the profile picture of Penalty Talk. I have the link in the bio to the channel and hit it up. I'll post the link while the intro is rolling for the show itself to hop in the comment section. So we can
Yes,
get the feedback going while we do this mock draft after we talk some family softball.
of course. Here we go. Let's do it. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JP.
This is the Bug.
This is JC.
This is Flash. This is Jimi Hendrix.
And you are listening to.
And you're listening to.
And you're listening to the Run and Gun Podcast.
And we're back.
Oh, wow.
And I just hit send. Perfect timing.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Perfect timing. So yeah, first things first, before we do hop into this HBCU draft discussion, I have to recount my trip I took because I found out FAMU and Bethune had a 3-game series going on in softball over at Bethune, and I stayed not even honestly, I got there within like 15 minutes of the first pitch. So I went to go check it out and see what it was like and everything. That was my first softball game actually too. And it was a defensive stalemate for a while. it was senior day for Bethune. Bethune had, their best thrower on the mound. Spoiler alert, I know her. And
What do you mean by that?
why are you so messy? Why are you so messy? But anyway, but yeah, so geez, you made me lose my train of thought now. God.
Sorry. Continue. Talking about the pitcher that you knew.
Yeah, so honestly, no, it was defensive stalemate from both sides and stuff. The only thing I would say is Bethune had a much deeper arsenal at pitcher, and when it came to softball versus what FAMU had, obviously, and it proved vital in the later innings because I believe in the sixth, Bethune reeled off 3 straight runs, hitting doubles and singles. And then FAMU, when push came to shove, FAMU had base runners on first and second with no outs. And when you have a pop fly into center field, I don't know, maybe softball is a little different than baseball, but I was always taught in baseball, if there's a pop fly, as soon as they catch it, we're tagging up, we're going, we're getting in scoring position. There was horrible base running, I felt like, from FAMU's perspective, and that's what cost them that series, especially it cost them the series on Sunday. But overall, it was a nice little experience and everything. There was a large contingency of FAMU folk out there, honestly, parents, fans, everyone. There were people that drove down for that game, honestly, and it was a good turnout. It was a very, very good turnout. And then it was kind of funny. I had a Bethune fan telling me, they were like, "How you like that?" I was like, "Well, I'm gonna like what's gonna happen to you in November that much more, because you may not even score a touchdown." And I left it.
Well, he ain't capping.
Exactly. I'm not capping. Then tell it to the 3 playmakers that just hit the portal from Bethune since New Year's Day. But that's another discussion for another time.
That's discussion for like August.
Exactly. Or for the preseason breakdown video. Yeah, in August.
July.
Yeah.
Oh, August, July.
Yeah. But now to the other reason why y'all came here and everything, and be sure to leave a comment as well. So NFL draft is tomorrow night, as we all know. A couple of HBCU products are out there on the board. You got Xavier Smith, you've got Aubrey Miller, you've got Isaiah Land, who is the top defensive player on this year's draft. Aubrey Miller's second out of Jackson State. You got Dallas Daniels, you've got Isaiah Bolden. Oh my god, like you have the 2 specialists in this draft that are possibly undrafted free agents or at least 7th round picks. You have Jose Romo Martinez. You have Chris Fadul, who was honestly probably statistically the best punter in the entire country at the FBS and the FCS level. So, I pose this question now right here. Who will be the first HBCU player off the board over the next 3 days?
I mean, you kind of know my answer.
And I know you want him to be a Saint.
Yeah, but I have a bad feeling I know what they're gonna do on draft night tomorrow, and I'm gonna be mad about it. But he is what they need. But we won't get into like personal bias. But I do think he will go probably somewhere between early day 3.
Okay, so we're saying early 5th round?
Yeah, somewhere between late 4th, early mid 5th is somewhere I think he's gonna go off.
Okay, so who is he?
His name starts with an I, and he's
Okay,
like an island, but he has Isaiah in the middle.
okay, so he's got Isaiah Land going early 5th round to where? I'm not sure, but it
I'm
is
not being bad. I would say anywhere, somewhere.
okay. All right, I'm gonna actually look this up. Let's see 5th round draft order, because once you get to the draft order in the 5th,
All the trades happen in the 5th round, so it's kind of hard to use like the draft order because like, oh, you can see someone who doesn't have a 5th round pick, but they really like him to go trade like a 4th next year, and they go up and get him. So you're like, well, it's kind of hard to predict.
So once you get to pick 167, which the Los Angeles Rams hold currently, you get to the compensatory picks. The first pick of the 5th round belongs to the Chicago Bears.
They could use a pass rusher right off the bat.
They could. Even then, Buffalo holds the second via trade from Arizona in the 5th. Buffalo needs somebody. Honestly, it would be bittersweet for Isaiah Land to go back to say Buffalo, and when he's from there initially, and then get under the wing of
Vaughn.
Von Miller. Hey, look, we had what was it back in January, I think it was around Christmas time. We had oh my goodness, we had Nadarius Fagan on, and he talked about too. If he were to land somewhere in the NFL draft, he would love to be in Tampa, learn under a guy like Levante David, who is a South Florida guy. I think it's for the younger players coming in and stuff, especially the late round guys. You want to go somewhere where there's an established person to establish yourself and show you how to be a pro. You got to think even Savion Williams. When we talked to him, he even said it himself. He would have loved to have been in LA with Aaron Donald. You look at
Jacoby. I think Savion's killing up in the USFL, right?
Say again?
I think Savion's killing it up in the USFL, right?
Yes, he is. Yep, he sure is. I mean,
keep working. You're gonna get that training camp invite. Friend of the show.
Exactly. Just
friend of the pod.
And then you have Jacoby Durant, who went to South Carolina State last year. Honestly, I felt like he was going to go to Pittsburgh because I felt that he was going to replace Joe Hayden, but he ended up going.
He's working out. I think he's going to start in LA.
He
next
is.
year.
Dude, he loved
with Jalen Ramsey gone.
A very, very good situation for himself, where he ended up now learning behind Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is now in Miami, but still, he learned how to be a pro from Jalen Ramsey. That's very beneficial. So the Rams still up corner. They still do. Now, as for other guys like Xavier Smith, and I guess I can pull this one up now. Now, as for some guys such as like Xavier Smith, Aubrey Miller, Isaiah Bolden, where do you think that they land? Where are their best fits?
Well, Xavier Smith, I think him got to be like a team like Andy Reid type situation. Where you get a good offensive mind who knows how to use him, start him off on special teams, work his way up. You can see a team like Baltimore who needs more interior presence in the slot. They're probably gonna bring in D-Hop by tomorrow though, so he'll be an outside receiver. Carolina needs wide receivers. Frank Wright's a good coach.
Yes, I agree. For me, honestly, for Xavier Smith, I'm like you, dude. I'm thinking, Andy Reid in Kansas City, or I'm thinking definitely Carolina because of the fact that Steve Smith has been hyping him so much lately. Or honestly, I'll throw you another one. Arizona.
Keep him away from that dumpster fire, please.
I know. I hope he doesn't land there, but I have to agree. Keep him away from Arizona. Or realistically, there's also the possibility of Houston.
Houston's a good fit. I'd rather see him in Houston than I'd rather see, and then instead of Arizona. Once I heard Arizona saying that Draft Day the movie was accurate, I'm like, good grief,
Wait,
he might be the most dysfunctional. The GM of the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's why they ain't gonna never win the Super Bowl. They ain't gonna never win. I'm sorry.
Hi.
It's nah, dog.
Them is a dysfunctional group right there. If that's how they're gonna say it. Draft Day being an accurate description of how the draft and like scouting works.
No. Actually, it's funny about that too. We'll talk about the world of film later and Hot Topics because it's going to be a doozy. But as far as guys like Isaiah Bolden and Aubrey Miller goes, honestly, for Aubrey Miller, you need to go somewhere where you need a heavy linebacker presence. Now the Rams just lost.
Bobby
Yeah,
and
Bobby,
Leonard Floyd.
and yeah, I could see Aubrey Miller going to the Rams.
They also have a history of drafting HBCU talent.
Exactly. A guy like Isaiah Bolden, he's got two rounds of tape to go off of. He's got his Florida State tape. He's got his Jackson State tape. Not to mention also too out there, you got Dallas Daniels, you got Nugget Warren. So you have all these other guys too. I don't know why.
You said Jackson State tape. And I want to say something, but it's not on topic right now.
Oh, save it for later. But yeah, I mean, look, honestly, it's crazy to believe, but I could see Pete Carroll like reloading that secondary and putting Nugget Warren in there.
Well, we already know who the starters are in Tariq Woolen and Michael Jackson. Isn't it Michael Jackson? Michael Jordan? No.
Michael Jackson.
It is Michael Jackson, right? Yeah. And then you got Kobe Bryant in the slot.
Yes. They need
that. Is one hell of a secondary name. You got Michael Jackson and Kobe Bryant. That is one hell of a secondary names.
I'm telling you, you got one on one end, you got a basketball player. On the other end, you have a Grammy winner. It makes a lot of sense.
And then if you had Nugget Warren in there,
hey,
just get all the cool names going in there.
Exactly, all the cool names are in the secondary in Seattle. It fits,
and it fits the Legion of Boom new 2.0, whatever you want to call it. I don't think there'll ever be a new Legion of Boom, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, Pete Carroll did say, he's restructuring it all. He did say he's
Andre Diggs and Jamal Adams, not a bad safety duo. But Jamal Adams got to be healthy.
It's not.
So. Well, we got anything else? I'm going to talk about Nebraska with South Carolina State, and then we just move on.
Yeah, sure, we can talk about it. Yeah, so well, while we do have a minute, I think if Xavier Smith or Isaiah Land are drafted, they would end up being the highest or the first players drafted from FAMU in over 10 years, because it was Brandon Hepburn who was drafted in 2013. And then, little known fact is the one right in front of us. Henry Lawrence is the highest drafted FAMU player ever, going in the first round of the 1974 NFL draft. But Ace, to what team did he go to? Don't think modern day. Don't think modern day. Think 1970s NFL. Who were the top dogs in the 1970s?
I want to say Houston Oilers. But it's not them.
It's not them. You have other options.
Huh?
You have other options. I'll give you a hint. It was an AFC team.
Bruh, that's not much help,
Okay, it was. You got to think about it too. 1974. This is before a lot of expansion teams. So this is before
I'm gonna just look up 1974 teams so that I can narrow it down.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Bruh, I don't know.
Oh gosh, he's really going to. This is so much fun.
St. Louis Cardinals. Well, they moved to Arizona.
Yeah, they moved there. Yes, they moved to Arizona.
They were NFC anyway. Bro, what team doesn't exist anymore?
Okay.
Baltimore Colts.
It was not Baltimore.
Bruh.
I'll help you out. I'm gonna narrow this down. It was either the, oh my gosh, who was in the AFC? It was either the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Dolphins.
Oh, so it's the San Diego Chargers then.
Or it was the Raiders. Which of the four?
Okay, well, what do you mean by they don't exist anymore? Like, they moved, or they just straight up don't exist? Well, it's either the Chargers or the Raiders.
Pick one.
So who was good? I'm gonna say the Raiders.
All right, bingo. There we go. Oh,
Because the
geez.
Chargers weren't good in the 70s.
They were decent. They had Dan Fouts.
The way how you set me up is the way you made it sound was like it was a team that doesn't exist, like the name changed altogether.
Okay,
You're not saying like relocate. So I
that,
wasn't thinking like team that was existing in the 70s. They just moved to a different city, but they have the same name.
that was my fault. Okay, now and plus, to be fair, there are 3 teams like that now. Because well, no, 4. Because the Colts left and went to Indianapolis. The Cardinals left St. Louis and went to Arizona. The Raiders left and went to Vegas recently,
Chargers.
and then the Chargers left recently and went to LA. So that is 4 teams right there off the bat. So to be fair, I got you. I understand. I'll swallow that pill. But you are right though. It was the Raiders in 1974. He was high. He was drafted higher than the likes of Bob Hayes, who was taken actually in the 7th round back when the draft was like I
A lot
think
of rounds.
it was like 15 rounds. I think something like that. But yes. But also too little known snippet. Jawan Sider is the last FAMU quarterback to be drafted. That was in the 2000 NFL draft, the same draft class as Tom Brady.
Hmm.
I think a few picks, 6 picks before Brady, I think, too.
So if he went 6 picks later and sat behind Bledsoe and got Belichick. Probably not. Brady had that drive. I don't know.
Brady had the drive, honestly, because the minute Brady walked in, it was, it was like, as soon as I get that job, that SOB ain't starting no more. And that was literally Brady's words. Would Jawan
Mm-hmm.
Taylor have been as successful? History, we will never know. We will never know. But
All right.
he got a shot.
Anything else, or are we moving on over?
Well, we can move on over. Still keep this NFL.
All right. You want to talk some? You want to do a quick talk on the college tape thing, and then we do the draft.
Honestly, you know what? I actually have a snippet for that. I'm glad you
All
said
right.
that. Before
Let me
all
switch
this,
it before we get into the mock draft, which would probably take about half hour. Not
so
that long, probably, but who knows? Let's
so
talk about that.
I'm curious to hear your mock draft. And by the way, y'all still hop in the comment section on YouTube too if y'all want to chime in on this as well. So Dion did go on Pat McAfee's show, and he said, and I quote to Pat McAfee, "It's no way that I can put new furniture in this beautiful new home if we can't clean out the old furniture." Because and then he also said he was like, you don't realize you know what we've lost, but you don't know what we have coming in. So we'll see. I don't know, man. We'll see.
My whole thing is, why aren't you letting the players take the tape?
So, and I also have something for that as well. I also have something for
And he
that.
running his own offense.
For those, this actually came from Sua Cravens, who's a coach at USC now, or is he? Is he a coach at USC now? Yeah, he's a
I
coach.
think he is.
Sports analyst and CBS Sports Central and USC Trojans tailgate show, host and partner of Sua Cravens with LA Football Network. So this is what Sua Cravens had to say. For those that don't know, no coach will ever release spring or fall practice film due to the fact your entire playbook and personnel is in that film. This is known by almost all college players. They give you the same treatment at the pro level too. Have the game film or nothing. It does not matter the year. You don't know what schemes, formations, and/or plays Prime and the new staff decided to keep and practice. The point is, no school is obligated to give out practice film. If it were film, then I'd understand. If it were game film, I'd understand, but it isn't. Clay Helton did it for me. Only reason I was able to get oh no, this is another kid. Clay Helton did it for me. Only reason I was able to get my scholarship to UCLA and had an entire highlight from camp and scout team. That's a kid named Caleb Wilson who left USC and went to UCLA. So
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does now, especially coming from someone that has actually played the game. Because honestly, too, I had people tell me, well, why does it even matter? We can find this on Twitter, but you got to remember, and I know you know this too. Twitter is a different game than what goes on behind closed doors and at a
Oh
university.
yeah.
Two totally different ends of the spectrum. Totally different. But yeah. So are we ready for the NFL mock draft now that Ace has put together for us?
That put together, we're gonna do it like you take 16 teams and I take 16 teams and we just run through it. No
Okay.
matter how bad it gets.
Let's do that.
Alright.
I need you to put this up on a screen or something, so I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Give me a second. I gotta get rid of all the ads on the PFN. So you guys want to use Pro Football Network or PFF?
Whichever one you prefer, man. PFF is cool.
PFF's like the rankings are kind of wonky in my opinion, but then PFN is like it's not as smooth as PFF. So flip the coin. Heads will be PFF. Tails will be PFN. I don't really care.
I mean, I don't have a coin, so I can't.
All right,
Really...
fine. I already have it set up, so we'll just use PFN. We used PFF last year. But wait, does PFN have pictures? Or do you want the pretty pictures?
Hold up. Wait. Yeah, I'll take the pretty pictures. Jackson State
Alright,
wide
PFF.
receiver Rucker has entered the transfer portal. Damn.
Who?
Jackson State wide receiver Trevante Rucker enters the transfer portal. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Keep going.
Alright, let me just share this screen and we'll get going. Share screen. Oh wow. There we go. Cool. Now, let me make this nice and big. Alright, so I can't see what you're doing, so you're gonna have to see. Alright,
Alright.
so the Carolina Panthers, you wanna go first and I do like you wanna do the odds and I do the evens?
You know what? Okay, so all right, let's do this. Since the Bucks are at 19, and that's an odd number.
No, Bucks are at 18.
They're 19. Wait, scroll down real quick.
Oh wow, they're 19. Okay. Lions
Right,
18, my bad.
I'll take the odds.
Alright, you're going first then.
All right, so I'm on the clock. I'm taking Bryce Young. Easy.
Alright. That means I have the hard decision. What the hell are the Texans gonna do? Alright, so we know Bryce Young gonna go first at right now, but then I want to see what those Vegas odds are tomorrow morning when we wake up, because that's gonna determine a lot on if Will Levis goes. Because you started to see the line move last year with Trayvon Walker and Paulo Banchero when they went one, right? No one thought they were going one until the week of the draft when Vegas started to switch the odds.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah, we will. But honestly, I think that it's going to be funny how many come out of hiding because they've been in hiding since the 60s. So I know it's been a long time coming for them. But yeah, we'll get to it. Jeez.
All right. For the Texans, I really don't think they go quarterback here.
Ooh.
I don't think they go quarterback. I think they save it for next year, and they build a roster this year. So I'm going to go Will Anderson at 2.
Kevin 5C2 said Tyree Wilson.
Tyree Wilson at 2 or Will Anderson at 2? Is that what he means? Like Tyree Wilson's going to go 2?
I think that's what he means. At 3, honestly, I mean, this is interesting because honestly, I feel like at this point, I feel like this is going to be a trade. I feel like the Titans are going to creep up right here and make a move because the Titans are going to try to get in front of the Colts. So with this move right here, I feel like Jalen Carter is going to continue to fall. What do the Cardinals do?
I'll
Uh,
pull up the big board for you so you can see who's available. Can you see it?
fits the mold of a Bosa-esque edge rusher that D'Amico wants.
I like that. You want to restart?
I mean, it's up to you, man. Why? That was your pick at 2.
Well, now he's making a convincing argument, but then I know the Texans is Tyree Wilson that much better than the sheer talent of Will Anderson? You know what I mean?
Also has more upside than Anderson. All right, Ace has been convinced, so we might as well just start this over now. We're just gonna start this over.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this over. Weave page.
All right, so
Oh,
just know my
we
pick.
already know who you're taking. We already know who your pick is. Nobody cares. Bryce Young going first. All right. I like what Kevin's saying, giving us a curveball right off the bat, but I have to scroll down to find Tyree Wilson.
You could just type
Unless
it
I
in the
passed him.
or 2, I think.
Nah. Wow, Tyree Wilson is way down here. Okay, yeah, we're searching it.
Yeah, just what you do is there you go. Yep.
I know. All
All
right,
right.
Tyree Wilson at 2. Then we know
All right.
who's going 3.
Yeah, that makes it Will Anderson at 3. Although I think this in the first way of it going, I feel like I feel like Will Anderson still goes 2, but at 3, I feel like the Titans make a trade and go to 3 to get ahead of the Colts
Indianapolis.
to get Will
But
Levis.
Tennessee needs an offensive line. Do they wait till next year to get the quarterback? Because next year's class is stacked.
That's
Which is why I think Houston's waiting till next year.
yeah. Now with this one, I feel like the Colts.
They go. I don't know. I think Stroud falls.
I think he is too. I think that this is.
So Levis or Richardson? I think Richardson.
I think
Or
it's
Levis.
I think it's Levis.
All right. Yeah, I'm thinking. I think Levis is gonna go higher than what he should be.
Paris Johnson could be someone to keep an eye on at 3 for the Cardinals.
If the Cardinals are gonna go Paris Johnson, they better trade down to like a bit to get him. I don't know about taking an offensive tackle. Like
Yeah,
I know Paris Johnson's gonna be him, but like you're getting that generational pass rusher to fix your D line. Or you get that offensive tackle to protect Kyler Murray. Yeah, but I think Anderson probably goes. Unless
I
they're
think
really dumb, because I mean they also did say they believe in the movie Draft Day.
I think the Colts pick right here is Will Levis. Honestly, I'm like Kevin.
Yeah.
I think this is Will Levis.
Mm-hmm. All right, you get Seahawks.
Seahawks. Ooh. Okay, they don't need a quarterback. What are their needs there? What does it say?
Guard, center, and D line.
Line.
Does Pete Carroll solve Jalen Carter?
I
He
think
doesn't
so.
really fit his scheme though.
I think he does though. I'd say Jalen Carter.
All right, I'm gonna pull up all the pass rushers so you can get a proper.
Yeah.
You can pull up D line, edge, and linebacker so you get a proper view of everything. You got Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Kalijah Cansey, Miles Murphy. I don't think none of these guys go in the first round.
Yeah.
Greasy's going to sneak into the first round, but none of these other guys are first round outside of Carter and Smith and Murphy and Van Ness. So, yeah. What do you say? Or O-line. Even then, there's no...
Here's one. If the Seahawks took AR-15...
That's what we said, didn't we? We said this like weeks ago.
Yeah, we did. Now I could see this happening. Matter of fact, I think this is what's going to happen. Go ahead and give me Anthony Richardson here. This would be a Pete Carroll.
Are we letting Kevin dictate this?
I'm not gonna lie. He knows what he's
talking. His take's making sense though. It's not like I'm not disagreeing with him. They do make sense. This is what we said way back when, after the combine. We was like, Pete Carroll's the guy for Anthony Richardson. With him in that system that they have built, that's perfect for Richardson. Now with the Lions,
You need a wide receiver, a tight end, or an interior defensive lineman.
I want to take Jalen Carter so bad.
Now you gotta think here.
But I think his character concerns are gonna make him fall. But I want to take him so bad.
They have wide receivers. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown's brother. Is that his brother? Is that Amon-Ra St. Brown?
That is the actual one on the team.
Okay, so they have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They got Jameson Williams. I'm sure they got someone in the slot already as well. I can't remember who it is, but
Amon-Ra runs the slot mainly. Jameson Williams got suspended for 6 games because of gambling, but
I'm gonna try to take over y'all's stream. I'm a draft junkie. No, honestly, no. But you're spitting facts though. You're spitting facts though, because that is Anthony Richardson to Seattle is something that I think a lot of people have seen and that I could see happening too. It's a Pete Carroll type move, and I don't think that as much as I like him, I don't think Geno's the guy long term. And they need some youth. I mocked the cornerback lines with the Okuda trade.
Yeah, Devon Witherspoon is a guy I could see going there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense.
This is my pick, isn't it?
Yeah, this is your pick because you have
Witherspoon or Gonzalez is my pick. Let's see. See, Witherspoon gives me them soft vibes.
And I think he's better.
Mm.
I think he's better. And I don't say that.
See, they got Sutton and they got they signed somebody else. I'm forgetting who it is, but I know they signed two guys. They signed Sutton and they signed somebody else. I'm drawing a blank. I'll check it. But
I will say it's not every day you see an Illinois player get taken in the top 10 of an NFL draft. That is a first. Jeez. As down as they've been. But I guess they back up.
All right.
Raiders.
Vegas.
All right, quarterback. No, they don't need that. Offensive line.
Well, they do need a quarterback. I mean, they got Jimmy G, so they're not going to stick CJ Stroud for Jimmy G.
CJ Stroud's going to keep falling, I think. Now, Peter Skoronski, that makes sense because you need someone up front to protect.
Yeah.
So I think that fills the offensive line need early on.
Or Paris Johnson. Paris Johnson's better than Skoronski. I don't know why he's rated lower.
Give me Skoronski.
This is your pick, so you pick. You want Skoronski?
Because even if this does turn out to be a flop, it adds to the Raiders' long run of not hitting on picks.
Oof. All right, Falcons. Ooh.
I can see it.
Yeah, he's gonna move inside. He's not gonna last that tackle with his arm span, his wingspan, but he's definitely going interior. Falcons.
Whatever will they do? Wide receiver, edge rusher, Desmond Ridder is QB1.
They seem like they're dumb enough to reach on Miles Murphy.
You know what? And every year they do something like this. I feel like this one would be a sexy.
Their drafting has not been good.
Wow, so it would suck if they took Deontay Banks. Gonzalez.
You think they go corner after bringing in they got AJ Terrell, they brought in Okuda. You think they go corner again? Just fully load up on the corners?
I mean, they like I said, they need an edge rusher. They need some help in the pass rush, but their new defensive coordinator runs heavy man defense since he's from the Saints.
Ryan Nielsen, but yeah, he wasn't the one running the secondary. That was what's his face, Chris Richard and Dennis Allen. So that means if you're running heavy man, that's not something AJ Terrell's really good at. Which then again, that makes you go into Gonzalez territory.
Ooh, they lost. Yeah. Okuda's a rental. Megan declines fifth-year option. That's true.
Problem solved. All right. I already know who this pick is. That's if you make the right decision.
And taking Nolan Smith or Van Ness. Hold on. Wait, they need an edge rusher. Miles Murphy fits with
I can't see the comment section because of the graph. Like I'm missing something.
Oh,
All right.
I was reading them off.
Yeah, I want to say Paris Johnson here is like a no-brainer for Chicago
Yeah, we can go. Yeah.
or Jackson Smith and Jigba.
They need to shore up their interior and protect Justin Fields.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. So you need to go Paris.
All right. For the fun,
The defending
the
NFC
fun of the Eagles.
wide receiver
See, if
guard.
Skoronski was here, I would say that's who they go with to fix the interior, but like it's gonna probably be Bijan here.
Really?
I hate to say it.
Really?
I think it's Bijan at 10.
Now with the Eagles,
I want it to be a trench pick, but I have a bad feeling it's gonna be Bijan. Yeah, that's what I said. If it's Skoronski, that's who it is there. But since we had Skoronski going 7, it's like, ugh. So, or
Luke Van Ness
screw
next
it.
year.
I'm gonna piss off people.
Wow. Are you serious right now? Are you really? Eagles need youth on their defensive line. That's what
It'll be Jalen Carter. Somebody's gonna jump Tennessee for a quarterback. I think Tennessee goes offensive line.
if they go Bijan, I see them trading down and taking him.
I think Saints got one more fleece in them by the Eagles.
So you got the Saints sending 29, and is that 71 in a first and a first rounder and a fourth rounder, or what?
Oh wait, so I have to give a pick on the Eagles side to get accepted. Here we go. So 29-71 in a first for 10 and 94. That's a F around move for that. It's not gonna happen. It's wishful thinking, but yeah, if the Saints that's what I'm saying. That's what it's like. It's a F around type move. It's not gonna happen. Sadly, as much as I would will it to happen, it's gonna probably be Jalen Carter here.
What in the Madden?
What in the Madden is this? Hey, I'm a wishful guy, man. Okay, well now, if the Eagles go Jalen Carter here, I'm gonna be sad to see CJ Stroud in a Titans jersey. It's gonna look terrible.
Okay, wow.
But that's who it is, unless they wait till next year. But then again, there's no offensive lineman really around, unless they go Broderick Jones.
Let's see. The Titans need a wide receiver and offensive line help, but at the same time, too, they've already also fallen out of favor with
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis, and they don't feel like Ryan Tannehill's the guy long term.
But do they wait till next year? There's a lot of teams I feel like are going to wait till next year. Then again, I think this is where I think Stroud stops at 11.
I wouldn't even say that. I don't think Stroud. I think they do wait till next year because they know what they can at least get to with Ryan Tannehill.
I had no idea what the hell where Stroud's going anymore.
Scroll through for me.
Yeah. Bijan, JNS, Dalton.
Go back. I agree. It is hard to imagine a Mike Vrabel team being a bad team. It is.
Yeah.
I agree there.
I want to just say CJ here.
No. I'm going to say Jackson Smith and Jigba because there is no AJ.
Didn't they draft Traylon Burks last year? Do you think they go wide receiver back-to-back in the first round with no quarterback?
They need two guys. They're going to try to put the weapons there first and then make it QB friendly because if they even if they don't hit on somebody next year in the draft like a Drake May or Caleb Williams or somebody, I think they can still use the young talent at wide receiver to attract a nice quarterback in free agency. So I would say Jackson Smith and Jigba here. You don't want to click it because you want to go to the Saints.
No. He's not going that far. I'm not that bad.
All right. So what we got next? Which one?
Houston, they took Tyree Wilson first. I know we said they wait for a quarterback, but do you pass up CJ here?
That is true. The Titans did just lose Taylor Lewan. Titans could also trade down with only 6 draft picks, but they need young offensive talent. Yeah, no, exactly. They do. I'm like you, Kevin. They need the young offensive talent. That's why I was feeling Jackson Smith and Jigba right there. Now this one, the Texans, if the Texans get to 12,
Yeah, there's Darnell. I'm looking for Darnell Wright. I'm trying to see how far down he
they
went.
don't like CJ at 2. They're not taking him to.
I really don't like PFF.
They would take Stroud here.
What do you say?
He said, well, both of them said
If
it.
you pass on him at 2, so you think this? I think somebody trades up here, but who trades up for a quarterback? Detroit.
Vikings. Kevin mentioned the Vikings trading up. I could see the Vikings doing that.
All right.
They're tired. They're tired of primetime Kirk Cousins.
Oh God, Stroud and Viking blue's gonna be hideous too. Oh well, I'll suck it up. 23 and what? No. What did Chicago use? They traded 2 firsts. I want to say.
I have the Vikings trading up for AR-15 to have him sit back behind Kirk for a year.
How high up do you have the Vikings trading up for him?
It'll be 2 firsts and a third, according to AP.
Dude, that has like a 5% chance according to this, but that's what the typical trade value goes for, so. So just force it.
I mean, maybe that gets less and less intriguing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do not like PFF.
PFF is BS.
Somebody wanted to Yeah. All right, I'm gonna just force a trade. That's generally what it will be.
Yeah, I mean, then this is just the first round as well. So let's see.
They won't let me force a trade. Wow.
It won't.
Nah.
Wait,
why won't it let me offer this trade?
Wait, hold up. Wait, click on 33 instead. And let's just see what happens. It'll let you do it there, I think.
Bruh.
Wait, no, it's
all right, you know what? This is what I want to do. I want to take a picture of what we've taken so far, and I'm going to just move this over to PFF. I'm hitting PFF right now.
Before I had Tanner McGee as 29th for months. I think he signed out.
Okay. Yeah, screw this. Leave page. We're going back to Pro Football Network. Select all. Let's draft. Much better. Why the hell it looks like this, though?
I'm not sure.
All right, anyway. Bryce Young went 1. Tyree Wilson went 2.
Yes.
Go away, ad. Bruh, there we go. Okay,
At 3,
well, who can go with 3? I want to say Will Anderson.
Yeah, I think we have Will Anderson going 3. 4 was Will Levis.
4 was Levis. 5 was Anthony Richardson.
Yes.
6 was Gonzalez. No, it was Witherspoon.
Yeah, it was Witherspoon. 7 was
Skoronski. Skoronski. 8, we had Gonzalez.
AZ is gonna go PJ.
9 was Paris Jones.
No, we had this comment right here.
PJJ. Paris Johnson Jr. They're gonna reach.
Chicago. Who do we have Chicago taking?
Paris Johnson,
Oh, okay. And then 10 was what was this one? This one was Jalen
Jalen
Carter.
Carter.
Jeez,
Yep.
that's wait. So hold on a second. I'm trying to think about that. So that would mean if Philadelphia gets Jalen Carter, that means they would have Jordan Davis
Jalen
and
Carter
Jalen Carter both on their
and
defense.
Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham.
That's scary. Here we go. I'm curious where you guys think Bijan ends up. I'm curious too, honestly.
Just take on the comment for a second. I'm pointing to it right now.
Wait. Oh,
Right here.
really? You think so? Because
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know. See, I've been talking to Stank and everybody at the Bucking Idiots podcast, and they've been saying, well, honestly, some people, Sammer would love to have Bijan, but then you talk to Stank, and he wants someone that's just fat, like a lineman or a defensive lineman.
Someone that's just fat.
Yeah, that's honestly what he said. He was like, whoever it is at 19 needs to be fat, or like whether it's
Bijan and Ramondre Stevenson in the same backfield. That's some dumb thing that New England would actually do, though. They just put both of them in a committee, even though they're both workhorse. All right, so we're going Jackson Smith and Jigba here, or not Broderick Jones, Darnell Wright. They replace Luan. You got to redo at
okay.
Tennessee. Replace Luan or Jackson Smith.
Ooh. Gosh, that's tough. That's tough.
I think the Bengals could jump for Bijan, but then they also have a lot of issues too.
That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna right the wrong here. I'm gonna go Darnell Wright since I get a redo. I'm gonna go Darnell.
All right. So that goes to Houston. Who's the right tackle right now in Houston? I know they got what's his face? Laramie Tunsil. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they go 2 years in a row wide receiver. Oh yeah, didn't they just draft him? No, they drafted they didn't draft Zaire Franklin. They drafted some green guy. This is actually kind of fun. It kind of giving my head. All right.
I know you
Miles
just
Murphy like the.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Kenyon Green. I knew somebody named Green last year.
Kenyon Green. Okay.
Now Bijan and Damian Pierce backfield. That would be. I don't know if they do that. All right, they went Tyree Wilson at 2, so they're probably not going pass rusher again.
See, the only thing I liked about the other website was it pointed out the needs of the team.
You could pull a PFF right on your screen.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry. I was being lazy. Shame on me.
Bro, nobody cares about the ads. No, and I actually clicked it. My dumb, stupid ass. No, I want to click go away. There we go. Much better. All right.
Here we go.
They might go corner here. Double up. They went Stingley last year.
Houston could go Jackson Smith and Jigba. They could. They do need the help.
They could, or Green Bay incentivizes to just get them just incentivizes Houston to pass up on wide receiver here.
But you gotta remember too, the Green Bay's already got Christian Watson.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Lazard and Cobb are all gone.
That's true. That is true too. And Jordan Love does need.
It'll be ironic if Green Bay drafts a first-round wide receiver the year Aaron Rodgers goes.
So the Texans need a quarterback, a wide receiver, and defensive line help. And then the Packers need a tight end, a wide receiver, and a safety.
Who's a? I want to say, nah, it's too early for Brian Branch. Huh. I have no idea what Houston does with that second pick, man.
Hmm.
I'll just go Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even see that comment. All right, Houston, you got John Mechie and Jackson Smith and Jigba. You got the finesse crew right there. That's a good wide receiver core right there. Congratulations on your wide receivers.
Green
Green
Bay.
Bay taking a first-round tight end. Ooh.
They need a tight
Zay
end
Flowers.
and a safety. AP's got Green Bay going Kincaid.
Kincaid over Mayer. Wow. All right. AP gets an honorary pick here. He gets Kincaid. 14.
Well, I just realized it was my pick. Whoops. You're back on the clock now.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right, you can have this pick.
Oh, okay. Well, again, then I guess I get 2. So then, all right, 14 Patriots. All right, let me scroll through my thing here and see what do the Patriots need. Patriots need offensive tackle, cornerback, and wide receiver help. Go ahead and give me Broderick Jones right there from Georgia.
Yeah,
Offensive line
all
help.
right. The man has spoken. The Jets. They ain't taking Bijan, not Murphy, that thing.
Jets need offensive line help as well.
Yeah, they need a guard. Not many guards.
Ooh.
Osiris Torrance, but I think Osiris Torrance is going to fall a little bit.
Devontae Banks. Go up.
I think Kevin was the one who was saying the Vikings would trade up for CJ. CJ Stroud's still on the board, by the way. We completely forgot about him.
Dang, that's crazy. And the next couple of teams don't need quarterbacks.
All right.
Ooh. That's wild.
We completely forgot about CJ Stroud. Oh my god.
Dude, honestly, hey.
We got into this and I forgot about CJ, bro. Yeah, Vikings trade up here is what happens, I think.
Yeah, so
But see, unless somebody jumps the Vikings and know the Vikings want to get CJ and they outbid him, and then the Vikings have to settle with Hendon Hooker because somebody's taking Hendon Hooker in the top 20. So two of these picks are getting traded here.
So you could honestly, because I think that you could probably try to propose a trade between the Vikings and the Jets, maybe.
All right, Jets. Where are the Vikings? Here are the Vikings.
I think you gotta go back to
happens?
AFC. And you gotta click the Jets.
I did. And then I clicked Vikings.
Wait,
Right.
so
What the hell's wrong with this website? Click to close this. Oh, that's why. The stupid ad was blocking the whole thing. All right. 23-15. I'm going to just throw in the future. It's second or first, y'all think?
probably second.
Yeah, the ad was blocking the next part. That's why I didn't see it. All right, what do you think? 2 first or 8 pick jumps? I'm going to say second. First, second, and a third.
Do it.
What do y'all think about that? Chat and concurrence?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, cool. Trade's been accepted. Back to Sim.
Stroud right here.
Minnesota, congratulations on your new quarterback.
So then that gives Justin Jefferson an improvement
quarterback
possibly in coming years at quarterback.
All right. Washington doesn't really need a pass rusher. I think they go probably offensive line. No, do they need? I think they. What is their? You think the Saints trade up at 16 and not 18?
So Washington Commanders need.
I think it's 18 for the Saints.
QB, corner, or an offensive tackle need right here. Ooh, he's got the Saints
offensive tackle.
Yeah, or an offensive.
I think Saints straight up at 18 to jump the Bucks. But see, if CJ goes to 15, like I would not be surprised if you see somebody outside of Minnesota calling in the back half of the 20s. I wish, and they sit him behind Carr for a year. But they're gonna go defensive line at 18. AP says Washington needs picks for next year to make a run at Caleb. Huh. Actually, I'm gonna make another trade here.
Oh, I was gonna
Just
say,
to
remember,
mention that they need
right
picks.
here. This is
Huh?
your pick. This is your pick right here.
Yeah. All right. Let me see here. 16 for 29 a second. And actually, you know what? See, people was talking about this, and I want to throw Chase Young in that trade and add an extra couple picks. But I'm not. I'm going to be disciplined. 16 for 29 a second. You're going to have to throw in a third.
Just don't do what the Saints did in '99 and trade damn near the whole draft to the same team. Actually, don't do that.
All right, they're not doing Miles Murphy. I don't know if Nolan Smith fits, but I would do Nolan Smith personally. But they're talking heavily Brian Breesy here, even though they could have got him probably in the 20s. What does the chat say?
What is your boy from that Bayou podcast been saying as far as this?
Straight up Saints or Russ Vogel? See, now the main media is talking Breesy, but he is just injury prone Marcus Davenport 2.0, and I can't get behind that.
Van
Probably
Ness?
Cansey or Van Ness. Cansey or Breesy or Van Ness, all of which would have been available at 29, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna take what Nick Underhill said and say Brian Breesy, because generally when he says it, that's generally gonna be who the pick is. Resume draft. Give me Brian Breesy, and I'm gonna suck it up and not be happy.
Cansey's arm length concerns the Saints.
Yep. All right, you get the pick. I already know who it is if he's available.
Who? Joey Porter Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why these ads keep up?
It just feels like a Pittsburgh thing.
All right. They just paid David Montgomery, so I don't think they draft Bijan.
I will say I was very shocked.
I can see. All right, I'm gonna do another trade. This is yours, though. Can I? Cincinnati traded for Bijan.
With Joe
Who
Mixon?
do you think Joe Mixon? They want him gone, bro. They don't want to pay him.
Well.
Or who do you want? You could take it. I'm not taking your spot. This is yours.
Hey, hold on. I'm odds.
Yeah, this is. Oh wait, this is mine.
Yes, this is you.
My bad. All right, Bengals, Lions. Somebody's gonna jump the Bucks for Bijan. 28. I'm gonna do the same deal. But Detroit doesn't have a fifth, so I'll just throw in a fourth. So I'm gonna just throw in a fifth and a sixth. Oof. I got declined. I didn't want 3 trades in a row.
Dan Campbell said,
Do better. 28 a second for 18 and a 159. Wow.
Dan Campbell.
Tough crowd. Dan Campbell said, nah, you ain't getting this pick. This is a tough market here, man. They don't want that second round pick.
They don't. Declined. I'm telling you. It's just going to have to be.
All right. That's not happening. That's not meant to be. You get one more shot, Cincinnati. Nah, they're not going to give more than a second round pick next year.
Go ahead and
All
make it.
right, Detroit. Who you taking?
Now the Lions here. The Lions need. Where's that? Where's that? Trying to find it. They need an interior defensive lineman, a safety, or wide receiver.
All right, Zay Flowers. It is.
Wow. Not gonna
No
lie.
way. They won wide receiver last year. They're not going wide receiver again.
I was gonna say, call me crazy, but I feel like he's like a. If he gets to the second round, I feel like he's the Patriots.
That's
pick.
a good idea. Cansey, Aiden Hutchinson, and James Houston. I can see it. Convinced. All right. Who do you want the Bucks to take? Bijan, Nolan Smith, or Miles Murphy?
Honestly,
Or corner?
I'm gonna go with what Stank said. Fat boy.
Fat
Give
boy.
me Nolan Smith.
He ain't exactly fat. He fast.
All right. Well, you know what? It's almost damn near the same. Well, not damn near the same thing, but he wants
All right. You
someone
got Nolan Smith.
that's going to rush the passer. Someone that's going to rush the passer.
Seattle runs a 3-4, so they're not going Van Ness.
I understand why AP said Bijan should have went there, but I feel like Zach Charbonnet from UCLA is the second round pick at running back that the Bucks want.
Seattle at 20.
Seattle at 20.
Michael Mayer can make that offense dangerous, but they're not going to draft a tight end in the first round.
Ooh,
Miles Murphy doesn't fit their scheme. Van Ness doesn't. Foxy doesn't. Ringo doesn't.
Ooh.
No. Anthony Richardson, AP.
So Seattle here needs an edge rusher, interior offensive line, corner, wide receiver. Who did Seattle take
They're
at
not
5?
going wide receiver. They're not
We had
going wide
Seattle
receiver.
taking Anthony Richardson at 5.
Bruh, nobody cares, Petco. Go away.
Honestly, I could see Miles Murphy here.
That doesn't fit the scheme, though. They run 3-4. It might be somebody on defense, though.
Kelly Ringo. You got
Box slot. Nah, that's more of Jamal Adams type player. See, I would say corner, but they nailed Tariq Woolen last year. They got Kobe Bryant and Michael Jackson.
Deontay Banks. Now that's a good pick too, AP.
All right. Since I don't know who to take, I'm gonna go with AP. He said Deontay Banks. We'll go Deontay Banks.
Now with this one right here, because they lost Nasir Adderley to an early retirement, I think that this is Brian Branch.
Brian Branch is a free safety? I thought he's more of a box.
Well,
more like a strong, not a free.
When you play at Alabama, you got to be able to realistically do both. Or really, when you play,
JPeeps says Brian Branch. We go Brian Branch, as JPeeps says. Oh, all right, Ravens. All right. Well,
Pay
they
Lamar.
should go corner.
Pay Lamar. That's all I got to say. Pay Lamar.
Did I take Zay Flowers yet? No, I didn't.
Oh, yes, he is also an option because isn't Austin Eckler gone?
Yeah, Bijan is an option for LA because Austin Eckler is going to get traded. Ravens. I think Zay Flowers goes 23. They need a corner. They do need to take a corner, I think.
The Ravens?
Nah, I don't think the Ravens go hooker. If anybody goes hooker, I think it might be Washington at this point. Or like Tennessee trades back into the first. That's an idea.
Ravens.
I think Tennessee trades back into the first and goes hooker here. What do you say?
Wait, say that again. I was looking at team needs.
You know what? let me have Dallas trade up for Bijan here. This is my pick anyway, so I'm gonna have Dallas jump up a little bit for Bijan.
And then it gets you ahead of the Giants too.
Where's Ravens?
It gets you
I
ahead
guess
of
you ahead of the Jets and Jags. Wait, Jags have ETN.
Yeah.
Cowboys make sure nobody jumps them. So I'm gonna just say 26 and a third.
Do they accept?
Ravens, Flowers, or Addison? See, I would, but I think the Ravens are going to be trading for DeAndre Hopkins tomorrow. That's why I don't have them going wide receiver in the first round.
Declined.
Bruh. What the hell? I do not like my trade today.
Ozzy said,
I don't think Ozzy's running as Eric DaCosta now.
Is it? Hell, it might be.
26.90 and a future fifth. Bruh. What the hell?
Where is
Why
he?
don't these trades like me anymore? 22.
Cornerback and wide receiver.
26, 90, and 129. It's probably an overpay, but I give up.
All right. Well,
All right, fine. Jordan Addison here.
There you go. Another weapon for
Problem
them.
solved.
So that gives them.
And then we know this.
That gives them Odell and Jordan Addison, along with Mark Andrews.
Yeah, this trade bugging, bro. All right, Zay Flowers here.
Another wide receiver, an already stacked wide receiver room.
It's really just mainly Garrett Wilson and nobodies.
Let's see. Let me look at the Jets' needs. We go back to the top, and New York Jets. The Jets need offensive tackle help. What do we have here?
Not Anton Harrison.
Yeah, we are getting to that point now. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Yep.
All right, the Jags. I want to take Cam Smith so bad.
So Jacksonville.
Or BJ. Nah, he don't fit.
Jacksonville needs a cornerback, an offensive lineman, and a running back.
All right, Cam Smith it is. Bro, Bijan's still available. Yeah, we'll just force him to the Cowboys at 26.
Yeah, because the Giants aren't taking him.
Nope. You got this pick.
All right, let me look at the Giants' needs.
Last year was easier to do than this year, man. This year it's like the top 5 is so confusing.
Quarterback and offensive tackle. Man, this is tough. Scroll down for me. Slowly. DeWand. Where'd he go? Where'd DeWand go?
DeJuan Jones right here.
Yeah, right there. Go with that one. These teams got to protect. They already paid big money for Daniel Jones, so they got to protect him. Now
Too easy.
Yeah. Now who is at 27?
27 is Buffalo.
27's
Is this where Quentin Johnson's fall ends?
27's Buffalo. Buffalo needs offensive lineman.
Zay Flowers is still available, by the way. We forgot about Zay Flowers.
Buffalo's needs are offensive line, linebacker, and running back.
Jahmyr Gibbs, but they got James Cook last year. I don't know.
Your boy AP said Torrance.
Offensive guard.
Makes sense to me. Really.
I can go with it.
They do.
Bengals go Gibbs. Or
Honestly,
they go pass rusher. Nah, they don't need pass rusher. They need offensive line, but there's no offensive lineman available. I think maybe Gibbs.
so as far as the Bengals needs are tight end, corner, and safety.
They did get Irv Smith on a cheap deal, but I
Tight end.
think at this point they go running back for tight end.
I'm like AP. I could see a tight end here.
So Mayor Gibbs. I want to go running back bad.
I could see a tight end.
I can see running back. I don't think they want to pay Mixon.
They lost Hurst. Yeah, I'm thinking. What's his name? Darnell Washington. Honestly, AP. I'm like,
Washington over Mayor. Okay.
honestly, this is your pick though. Because it was,
Alright, I went with your pick. Alright, then I'm stealing your pick here.
go ahead.
Washington. I don't know who the hell Washington takes. You can have it back.
Oh wow,
I think this is where Tennessee hops in. Yeah, since Washington's packing up the picks for next year.
This is a
Where the
pick.
hell's Tennessee?
This is a pick that belonged to the Saints initially.
The Saints. Yeah. Where the hell's Washington? Washington,
Yeah.
there you go. Alright, Washington's got 41, 72, go up to 29.
Declined.
Bruh. I have 3 chances. I don't know why it doesn't like me. Bruh, this better go in. Actually, I don't want to trade no picks this next year, but whatever. Hey! I finally
Alright.
got one.
So who do the Titans go with at 29? Also, I don't know how true that rumor is that Derek. Ooh.
Come in and steal him right at the end of the first.
Wow. That
They
actually
get the quarterback.
makes that pretty exciting. That makes that pretty exciting.
Alright. I stole your pick. You can have this one back.
All right, so back to the Eagles again. So
In Johnson. That'd be nasty.
go back up
Or Zay Flowers.
go back up so I can see who the Eagles took earlier.
We had, I think, Jalen Carter, yeah.
Jalen Carter, and they need edge
Maybe
help.
Ringo. Because he's going to move to safety. Or Branch.
Yeah,
Branch already went to the Chargers. We had him go to the Chargers at 21.
Oh,
I think it might be Ringo here.
yeah, I think it's Ringo because they
Yeah,
need
move him to safety.
They need
He's gonna
DB.
move to safety anyway.
Yeah, their front seven's already scary, so they just shore up the back end.
Van Ness or Murphy.
All right, so is there no 31 and 32 in this?
Remember the Dolphins forfeited their pick for the thing,
yeah,
the tampering.
Yeah, and so I guess there's also no 32.
Yeah, so Murphy or Van Ness.
What do you mean? I don't see the 31.
It's right here. Oh, I know why you can't.
But who does it belong to? Oh, it's the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me show it. It's like acting up here.
Hold on, wait, no, it might not be you. Give me 1 sec. Let me get rid of the bottom.
Take out the ticker.
Okay, I see it now. Okay. Okay, so all right. Let me go back to Kansas City.
I think it's Murphy or Van Ness here.
Offensive tackle, edge, wide receiver. Yeah, Van Ness.
It's one of these.
Or ooh.
They do like their Iowa, Purdue type guys.
Van Ness.
Like their Big Ten pass records.
Van Ness.
What was this all about? Why is it just showing me Will Anderson? Why are all these ads? There we go.
All right.
So Bryce Young, Tyree Wilson, Will Anderson, Will Levis, Richardson, Witherspoon, Skoronski. That honestly doesn't look that bad. It's right here is where the trouble starts. Because we forgot about CJ Stroud. I think somebody trades up for CJ.
Yeah, honestly, I could go to full results.
I am in full results.
Oh, this is it. Oh, but yeah, honestly, I mean, there. I think with some of the trades that we tried to make, I mean, I feel like there are going to be more better, well thought out deals. Of course, like for instance, I think someone's gonna flop at 3 with Arizona, and I think at some point possibly you might see the 49ers creep into this first round too, and they're going to
They
try
have
to,
no picks to go with.
and that's where I think they'll try to deal Trey Lance.
No one's going to give a first round pick for Trey Lance.
Eh, Somebody,
This took an hour.
somebody may
That
take
was
the
fun.
seeds. But yeah, no, that was fun.
I
That
can't
was-
believe we forgot about CJ, bro.
Hey, look, but honestly, in the end, we forced a trade where he ends up in Minnesota.
No, we got this one accepted. It was PFF that didn't want him to go through.
Oh, well. Yeah, and then honestly,
Do you
what is
think an interdivision trade? AP pulled it up. I'm gonna close this out. So yeah, AP says Colts and Texans flop 4-2. I can see that, and then um Houston still gets Anderson at 4 while they pick up an extra first probably. But do you think the Colts trade up to 2 for Will Levis? I think it is Levis's to pick though. I think Stroud falls out of the top 10. I wish it was the Saints trading up for him at 11, but it's not gonna happen. So I have to suck up
no.
my tears.
Dude, it's because David Carr is they're not
Derek Carr, but
they're
no,
not-
it's like my thing with the CJ Stroud S2 results for the processing. If that's the case, just sit him a year behind Carr and trade Carr next year.
they ain't gonna do that, not with that 4-year deal.
And that's really only a 2-year deal.
I love that you want Dennis Allen gone so bad. I wonder
All right. Anyway, let's move on.
AP's a Saints fan. I wonder if he wants Dennis Allen gone too.
Huh?
I said no, I said AP's a Saints fan. I wonder if he wants Dennis Allen gone as well. This processing improve.
Hmm. I honestly don't know. I'd hope so.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm just.
That was interesting.
All right. Let's talk about some Rogers in the Big Apple.
Yeah, so that deal actually went through finally after an eternity of waiting. So with that came the news of the Jets receiving Aaron Rodgers, pick number 15, and a 2023 fifth round pick, number 170. And then the Packers received number 13, a 2023 second round pick, which is number 42, a sixth round pick, which is number 207, and a conditional 2024 second round pick that becomes a first if Rodgers plays 65% of the plays, which he will.
Look up.
I don't care about Dennis Allen. He built his team. I hope he succeeds. I doubt it, though.
You and me the same, bro.
Honestly, I was going to say you and AP are the same.
He built it. He can run with it for a year, but if he doesn't make the playoffs and win a playoff game, he's got to go. I'm brutal. You get this roster, you have to win a playoff game. I don't care what that schedule. You better be a top 3 seed, and you better win a playoff game.
But can you do it with Derek Carr?
Hell no.
But yeah, honestly though,
Being brutally honest. Go back to Rogers.
I like that he got his wish and finally got out. I'm very intrigued that he's following Brett Favre's
Look
track.
out, California welfare, people.
Yeah, I got respect to that he switched from 12 to 8 out of respect for Namath, and going back to his old Cal number, wearing number 8. So it's like a new beginning for him. I know a lot of guys are happy in New York. Brees Hall and a lot of other guys, Elijah Moore, this is what they wanted.
Elijah Moore's gone. He's in Cleveland.
Which
Garrett
is,
Wilson.
that's the fun. That, well, yeah, my gosh. Oh, but yeah, because I remember didn't they all sit around a fire? Switching first is kind of huge for the Jets. Puts them behind the Pats, and both need tackles.
Yepper.
Honestly,
I can also see Zay Flowers at 14, and then the Jets stay at 15 and they go tackle there. I can see a world where that happens, but I also know Bill Belichick doesn't like going wide receiver early, so he also drafted N'Keal Harry, so that then again he also not the sharpest one in the books.
That's why I'm just. I feel like Zay Flowers is like a second round worthy pick for New England if he goes to New England.
I don't think he's lasting to the second. We kind of watched him and forgot about him there for a minute because he's so far down the rankings on PFN.
I also
he's gonna go in the first round.
I also feel like Dallas Daniels out of Jackson State is like a late 6th, 7th round pick or an undrafted free agent that the Patriots call to bring in as a wide receiver.
No.
Rodgers trade. Do y'all?
That is the first thing I said when that trade happened. I'm like, Jets fans, enjoy it while it lasts because you only won in the AFC.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I don't see them getting past.
Considering Rodgers' track record in the playoffs, he ain't beating either of them.
The thing is, too, is
Mahomes would have to have like a broken leg for them to even have a shot at the play AFC, and that's even if the Bengals are, as long as the Bengals have Burrow and Chase and Higgins, they're probably winning the AFC if the Chiefs aren't winning it.
I mean, and then honestly, too, it's like I'm looking at Buffalo still. Like Buffalo still has a powerful offense.
Yeah, Buffalo too. Buffalo needs a running back.
And
see, now if Buffalo goes and sells that far for Bijan,
they've also got James Cook, who came.
They have to give James Cook the reins, though.
He was slowly coming into his own at the end of last year.
I know. I know. I have faith in James Cook, but they need to give James Cook some burn. They didn't give him enough burn, to let him cook.
That's true too. But yeah, no, I don't see. Honestly, in my mind, I could see scenarios where they barely win that division by some luck. But it's not. It's going to be.
I will say this. I will take the Jets to win the AFC East right now, unless the Bills get some kind of like really good offensive lineman, or like a crazy unless they like somehow trade up for Jalen Carter and stick him next to Ed Oliver. Then maybe, just maybe, I'll take the Bills over them. But the Jets defense have had the Bills number.
Yep, I'm with that.
You get that offensive line and the running back. I like that too. And see, that's what I mean. Like, if the Buffalo makes the right moves during the draft, I could see a situation where Buffalo beats the Jets and Josh Allen's not running for his life. But then again, it's like, you gotta hope the board falls a certain way where Charbonnet gets past like the Saints and Bucks in the second round.
Yeah.
Because both those teams are, I think, the two teams that have their eyes on Charbonnet in the second round.
They do. Let's see. I'm actually gonna look that up. Second round. The second round draft order. So if you go to the second round, actually, the Bucks pick 50th. Buffalo does not pick until 59th.
Yeah.
Charbonnet could fall to the Bucks in the second round. But he has to get past Pittsburgh, which I think
Pittsburgh ain't going to second round.
There's a couple,
Pittsburgh took Najee. They're not taking.
Indianapolis, Arizona, or LA, Seattle.
Jonathan Taylor. Arizona, maybe, but I doubt it.
Same, honestly.
Damn. All right, let's talk some NBA. We got a new elimination team.
All right.
Womp, womp, womp. I was wrong.
What? Wait, which one?
The Knicks
So the Knicks won the series, 4-1.
and 5.
Knicks and
Man, Donovan Mitchell left me out, bruh. Let me down. Hey,
Hey,
I was right about Jamal Murray, though.
it happens. Ooh, I actually find that funny too. Grizzlies are actually taking the Lakers to town.
Right now, yes. I hope they keep doing it.
My thing is this: do you think the Heat send the Bucks home tonight?
I hope not. I think it's possible. I mean, Giannis needs to step up and say, all right, let me take the best player, mano on mano.
I love
Mano
it.
di mano.
I love it because we were sitting here a few weeks ago when this whole
And
thing.
saying the Bucks were going to sweep them. Now it's Bucks in 7 or Heat in 5.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause I remember Flash was on here saying and trashing Pat Riley. I remember that's the funniest part of it. And now,
And the Clippers are gone too.
how's he taking that, by the way?
I don't know. Haven't really paid much attention.
I hate both the Grizzlies and the Lakers, so either the Lakers blow this or the Grizzlies are embarrassed. That's true. That's very true.
Whoa.
Honestly, I had a
Daniel
feeling.
Jeremiah's final mock draft. Off topic.
Oh, no, you good, man.
The Texans traded the house and went up to 3. So they went, top 5 went Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Anderson, Will Levis, Jalen Carter. So that means the Texans got both CJ Stroud and Will Anderson. 2 and 3.
CJ Stroud and Will Anderson. That's not bad. It's not bad. But I'm like you, AP. If the Grizzlies get embarrassed, I'm looking at it more so like I'm like, geez, like they had this excellent record at home just to blow it in the playoffs like this. In the first round.
Just because they couldn't keep their mouth shut and leave LeBron James alone.
Exactly. And then not to mention too, they've been barking up that tree at Golden State throughout the season too.
They might not even see. Well, not to be honest, neither of them could see the next round. But that depends on the hand of De'Aaron Fox.
Honestly,
On how
dude,
healthy it is.
right now, I have more faith that Golden State will make it to the next round than I do the Grizzlies. Grizzlies talk so much shit for accomplishing absolutely nothing. That's true too.
Yipper.
True.
They talk like they've been winning stuff. They haven't won diddly squat. They haven't won. I don't know. They did win with Zebo and Mike Conley, but that was like years ago.
Didn't equate to a title.
And then they'll say they would have beat the Warriors last year if Ja didn't get hurt. Well, Ja keeps trying to take every single drive as a poster dunk, and he hasn't warned that. Oh wait, there's a such thing called a floater, and there's such thing called a mid-range jumper. But no, he decides he's gonna go jump 10 feet in the air and try to fall every time. So, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we got. I'm not even bothered with the clowns right here. I'm not even talking about that.
Oh, we're not. We're not talking.
I mean, if you're gonna talk every single goal that Toronto's scored has been a tip-in shot.
Honestly,
like, sure,
before we do get out of here, I need to know this. Did you wear your lucky T-shirt?
I tried. It didn't work. The shirt is no longer lucky.
That means you washed it. That's what that means. He washed it. He washed it, America.
I didn't wash it since we talked. The day we talked about it, I did not wash it since. I found it. I put it on. It did not work.
Honestly, it's okay because you know what?
They want 2 chips. They want 2 chips. That's more than Toronto fans can say they've seen in the last half a century. They've won 3 chips in the same time period. The Leafs have won this many playoff series.
Since 2004, when the Lightning won their first.
Mm-hmm. Lightning
So-
got 3. The last time the Leafs won a Stanley Cup, guess how many teams in the league?
Like, what, 6? Oh, the original 6. That's right, because they are part of the original.
That's the last time they won a. That's the last time they won a Stanley Cup.
Anthony Davis hurt again, getting up slowly. How about that? Jeez.
That's Texas AD being hurt.
Also, too, right now, the Florida Panthers are in a deadlock with the Boston Bruins. The Bruins lead that series 3-1. It's live on ESPN right now. Bruins win with a win tonight. They win the series. But the series goes back to Homestead if the Panthers win tonight.
I hope the Panthers keep dragging that series out. But then again, like, kind of want it to be over tonight with the Bruins winning. So that means if the Lightning do lose tomorrow, the Bruins will be nice, well rested to beat the absolute dog crap out of the Maple Leafs in the next round.
Knicks may get to the conference finals when the Nets never did with KD and them.
True.
Who
would have thought of Jalen Brunson? But I think what's his name? Julius Randle hurt his ankle again. I saw.
That would be an interesting conference final between the Celtics and the Knicks.
Celtics better go take care of themselves first in Atlanta, Game 6.
Yeah, really. Honestly.
Because I mean that game goes to 7. I think I might take Trae Young over Jason Tatum in Game 7. I'll take Killer Trae.
I agree.
So
honestly,
Boston better go take care of themselves Game 6.
Honestly, tonight, one thing I will say, I'm taking Jimmy Buckets.
They had a tweet out there that said, if you're down 1 game, like what's like 10, like game, like a game winning situation with down 1, who would you take? I'll say Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets is the best player in the playoffs right now, followed by Devin Booker, and then followed by God, I'm forgetting his name now. Jamal Murray, my car driver, Jamal Murray. That was the only take we had from last week that aged wonderfully. Let's talk about the Rays movie thing and then wrap it up.
Well, they actually just lost their series. They lost their first series. They lost 1-0 to the Astros.
Oof. Oh well, can't win them all.
You
that
can't.
means the Lightning are gonna win tomorrow.
Are we sure? Are we sure?
Yeah. Okay, Dana.
Are we sure?
Yes.
All right.
They won. They won Monday. They won Sunday. Lightning lost Sunday. They won Thursday. They won Wednesday and Friday. Lightning lost Thursday. They won Saturday. Lightning lost Saturday.
Now, if the Lightning go out there and lose tomorrow night, we're gonna talk about this exact moment.
Oh well, I was trying.
And be like, hey, you remember when, right? You remember, right? Remember?
I was trying there, man. Don't kill me. I was trying.
That's okay.
Anyways, all right. You got anything else? No. I'm done.
All right, folks. Tonight was awesome. We appreciate y'all joining us in the live comment section for tonight's.
Shout out Kevin522 and AP.
Definitely. Tomorrow night.
And Ashton. Sorry. Now continue.
So, as always, of course, I'm excited to see who and where everybody's going to go. Day 3 is going to be, keep an eye out for the HBCU players. A couple of them are going to find new homes and stuff. My money's still on Isaiah Lamb being the first one off the board. After that, I think it's Aubrey Miller. And then after that, who knows? But those are definitely the top two on my watch.
We said this at the beginning of the show. Yeah,
Oh,
Cardinals are a disaster. So I don't know what the hell Cardinals doing.
this is why I don't think they're gonna ever win the Super Bowl. Their best shot was 2009. I know that was 2008. That was their best shot, 2008. After that, nope. But yeah, folks. We hope you've enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. But yes, enjoy the draft tomorrow night as well. You know, refer back to this. I don't think we got it right, but we did our
Definitely
best.
don't.
No, Joe. Always remember, nobody.
All we care about is the top 10. If we got the top 10 right, that's all that matters. I doubt it though.
All that matters, honestly, too, is that I can tell you now, nobody on social media truly knows, unless it's Adam Schefter, like 5 minutes before the draft actually starts. Nobody knows what's going to happen until it actually happens. I can say that.
Especially at 1.
Exactly.
Nobody knows. I
But
mean, hell,
we
for all
do.
we know, we could be back here next week and talking about Will Levis being the number 1 pick in the draft.
Oh my gosh. I
We'd
think
be the happiest people. We'd
you,
be popping champagne.
and realistically, yes, you and I both, because that means you'd be like, we got Will Levis in this division. Hey, bring it on.
Bryce Young is in Houston. That's all that matters.
Exactly. I would not be complaining. I surely would not.
Nor why we not. That would be a great thing to have Will Levis on the Panthers.
Hey, let him do it. I really hope let him do it. But yeah, folks, as always, as you know, stay safe, stay blessed, enjoy draft day tomorrow and the next 3 days over the weekend. And we'll see you next week. Next week, we'll have Albany State defensive backs coach and secondary coach Orlando McKinley joining us. He's on Quinn Gray's staff. But yes, make sure you tune in next week for that. Stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you next week.